So after all these events, let's see if you can maybe talk to Mikleo first.
DEZEL's death, his shameful acts, and the things Simone said. Perhaps they're all things the Shepherd has to accept in order to quell the Lord of Calamity.
I'm just not sure how to feel about it all.
I was thinking you should quit.
What?
Just hear me out. I used to think that when the Shepherd was getting crushed and overwhelmed by his duty or by his destiny, that it was something that you could just up and quit. Until yesterday, that is. Things are different now.
For DEZEL's sake, if nothing else, I want to find the answers.
That's right. It isn't even some feeling of obligation so much as I just want to know, in the hope that we won't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I no longer think you should quit.
We definitely have to find some answers.
Right. And it isn't just the Shepherd's duty either. This journey is something we, all of us, need to own.
That's true. Thank you.
There's no need for thanks. I just said how I truly feel.
So wait, her name is Simone then? I think her name is Simone. Sorry, I just probably missed out her name there. My bad on that one. What else we got over here? We can go inside here to talk to somebody. I think there's somebody up there for us to talk to. Let's see. There's a whole part of this map that we need to explore. Before we do so, let's go and walk around on the outside first. See if we can talk to everybody on the outside. See how everybody feels about this whole thing. There's Edna over there. Let's see what she thinks about it. Can we talk to her?
Our friend, the creepy little girl. She said she was burdened with sins.
Right. And she also said that the Shepherd must know the truth of seraphim who carry such sorrowful burdens.
Of those whose mere existence means human suffering. Sometimes death can be a release. If just by living one causes terrible things to happen, then death would be.
Edna, stop right there!
I'm not talking about DEZEL, you idiot.
You shouldn't be saying that about your brother either!
So what if I did? They're just words. It's probably nothing you haven't heard before anyway.
I still don't like it. I don't want to hear it right now.
Oh. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Sorey. All I was really trying to say is that I think DEZEL was saved in a way. I chose my words poorly, and it was wrong of me. I apologize.
Thank you, Edna.
Don't mention it.
We're still gonna have to deal with her brother at a certain point. I still didn't forget about that. I still want to do it though. I want to do everything that we possibly can in this game before it is finished. Especially now. Now, especially after this whole event, I'm a little bit more inspired. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Also, I realized a little quirk of Edna. Whenever she tries to physically hide herself or her feelings, she uses the umbrella a lot. And she uses actually very, very often. Let's see, we got a person in the inn to talk to. Maybe that could be Rose. She's probably resting up. We should talk to Lila here, see what she thinks about this whole event.
Lila, what are you doing?
Oh, this?
That's incredible! How'd you do that?
Making paper crafts like this really takes the edge off for me. I forget about all my cares, and it's like I just enter my own little world.
I see.
Sorey, you've got to stop carrying the burden all by yourself.
I think this one's gonna be tough, even if I share the burden. I find myself wondering, was there anything else I could have done? Should we have talked it over first? I just start thinking about things.
Moments of reflection are good for the spirit, Sorey, but regrets solve nothing.
What's this?
Humans have a custom. Sometimes they send a paper boat down a river imbued with a remembrance of their lost one, so that it may reach them. Since DEZEL was a wind seraph, I thought maybe a bird that soars through the air would be more fitting. Now, Sorey, let's send it off.
I'm sure it reached him. Lila.
Yes?
Thank you. But you mustn't try to carry the burden all by yourself either.
I'll be quite fine. There's no need to worry. I'm going to stay up here for a while. The wind feels comforting.
All right then. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I too have a ways to go.
I feel even worse for Lila because she probably had to deal with something similar like this before, and it's probably a reoccurring event to her. I mean, she's been around for probably longer than any other seraph has been. Maybe as long as Edna, maybe a little bit longer. But Lila has been around places, honestly. Oh, Jesus. Not gonna lie, this is... The feels are coming. The feels are generally coming. I'm trying my best to just hold everything in right now. It's getting late, maybe we should rest up, explore the city a little longer. There's still the outside that we need to look into. Something happening at the gate as well. Maybe somebody we can talk to at the gate? Maybe. Let's go ahead and go over here for now. See what's happening outside. Rest? Yeah, we should probably just go ahead and rest up for the night. Well, unless I can walk around the city a little bit more. I wonder if it'll let me go to different districts and talk to other people there. I wonder if it does. Let's check, let's be very thorough and check just in case. If we can maybe find Rose somewhere, or maybe Zavid, he was around after the whole thing happened. Maybe he might still be around here somewhere. Check every single nook and cranny here just in case. Oh, seriously, this is really sucks, actually. DEZEL's gone. And we just recently got the wind blessing. Like, what do we do now? This is probably one of the worst situations that could ever happen, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to legit think, like, what can we do? Like, do we just move on forward? It won't feel the same, I don't think. Yeah, there are a couple more things we can check out here as well. Yep, let's go and see this over here. There's Zavid. See if we can talk to him a little bit.
Hey, Shepard. Tell me something. How was DEZEL in his last moments?
He was smiling.
So, he was he? I guess he got his wish after all.
Zavid, you knew DEZEL, didn't you?
Sort of. There was a time my comrades and I saved him, when he was just a little rascal.
Oh. Is that why your fighting styles are so similar?
Yep. He learned by copying me. And yet, I don't think he even remembered who I was. That fellow tossed everything away, even his memories. But if something gets thrown away, you just gotta find it again. And you found it for him, didn't you?
Hey, are you trying to comfort me, Zavid?
You bet I am. You're gonna be my all-important vessel pretty soon. Can't have you getting all malevolent on me.
Huh?
And on that note, I think I'll go talk to Lila about that Sublord Pact.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, I can't exterminate the Hellions all by myself anymore, can I? And besides, if I tag along with you, I can collect your debt to me whenever I like.
You can't just decide something like that!
Oops, I did. Anyway, see you tomorrow, Sheps.
That lousy...
Okay, so looks like... Oh god. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired and still kind of, honestly, a little fatigued from what happened with previous episode. So looks like Zavid might be joining us. I mean, convenient, but... God damn, we went through so much with Zavid. We fought him so many times, and now he wants to join. I mean, having a wind seraph with us would be probably for the best. But, damn, that's quite a turn of events, to be honest. And that's
Sorey.
Rose.
Huh?
Back there, I spoke with DEZEL during his last moments. And when I saw him then, I remembered something that I'd forgotten long ago. I had met him before, when I was really little. I realized he'd probably been protecting me ever since, my whole life.
Rose, DEZEL didn't want you to know that. He said he wanted you to live believing you'd come this far by your strength alone.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he wanted. But I actually wish he'd just straight up told me, without knowing I was a jerk, self-absorbed and totally ungrateful to him.
Sorry.
From now on, you gotta tell me these things, alright?
Right. This is actually a load off my mind. I was worried you'd be, you know, devastated.
Yeah, I don't know. A whole lot of things happened all at once. And somehow it doesn't feel like I'll never see him again. And the garbage that crazy Simone chick was spouting, I think it says more about her problems than anything else.
Rose, you're my hero.
Oh, I just don't like to think too much. Anyway, Sorey, you get some good rest.
I will.
Damn. So confirmed, the girl's name is Simone. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time we're gonna see her. I'm pretty sure she has something to do with the Lord of the Malevolence. Good God. Well then, I think we're kind of done walking around the city for a little bit. Okay. Let's go rest. Let the day end, and we'll see what happens next day.
Morning, Sorey. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yo, Sorey!
Oh, Zavid, you're still here.
Ouch! Lila, is he always this cold?
Well, it looks like everyone's here. Care to explain why you wish to enter the Sublord Pact?
No problemo. My goal is directly connected to the Shepherd's journey.
Your goal? Oh yeah, you said there were people you had to settle the score with.
Right. One of them being little Miss Edna's older brother. And the other? Mautellus.
Mautellus of the Five Lords?
The entire Glenwood continent is supposed to be under his protection, right? Except our baby boy toddled off somewhere, and right at that exact time, the Lord of Calamity shows up. Isn't that funny?
It can't be.
I didn't think it could be either, at first.
But if Mautellus really did become a Hellion and bind with Heldolf...
We'll need to confirm that's what happened.
And the only way to do that is to approach him directly.
Maybe, but we need to be able to stand against Heldolf's domain, or we're sunk.
And that's where I come in. If you'll let me fill the DEZEL-shaped hole in your group, together we should be strong enough. How about it? It's in all our best interests, right?
What do you believe we should do?
Sorey,
Oh, what were we talking about again?
Hey, can I have the floor?
Huh?
Hey! I thought you had good to do in the world! Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe! That's what he said. Oh,
and he asked me to kick your ass a little too while I was at it. And then I told him I'd do my best out there. And so that's why I'm damn well gonna do my best out there. Why am I crying like this?
Rose.
He was really, really glad he got to travel with all of you. And I didn't even notice. But in the end, he was smiling. If only I talked with him more. Oh, forget it. I'm done.
Thank you for delivering his message to us. He was a kind watchdog up until the very end.
I'll say.
Guess you'll be okay from now on, huh, Rose?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
All right, let's go!
Hold your horses! Don't I get a packed thingy?
Oh.
Alrighty, so, now what do we do?
Just as planned. We're heading to Glavend Basin.
Since it's the place where we first met Heldolf.
Glavend Basin, huh? Here we go!
Alright, let's go and begin this. Let's begin this journey over to Basin. And we also got Windstep. I'm guessing I don't know how the skills transfer over properly to Zavid, but let's check on this here. Let's see what his equips and everything else. So Zavid, there we go. Okay, so he does get everything else. J Magnus, Aegis. Now we're gonna stick him with J Magnus. He has all those, I think, maxed out, to be completely honest. He has proficiency 13 in it, which is pretty good. Slow ward, we'll keep it on him. Okay, so he does have everything else that DEZEL used to have. Okay, good. So he's charged up with this. Good. Alright. Let's go and save right here. We're gonna have to we need to go back to the basin.
You said you'd fill in for DEZEL, right?
A man never goes back on his word. Well, unless it's with the ladies.
But can you really do it?
Oh ho ho! You doubt me, huh? Come on, you've seen what I can do.
Yeah, but only because you practically forced it on us.
I said I was sorry. Jeez.
We get how strong you are, but what about the spiritual power of wind? You don't have to go back and get it?
Not to worry. The shepherd takes those spiritual powers into his being. So there's nothing to worry about. Especially not with an able and handsome wind seraph like me.
All right then.
I won't let you down.
I'll see to it you don't.
I'm a little surprised. You're quite knowledgeable about spiritual powers and shepherds.
Well, I am a well-experienced grown-ass man after all. You know you can always count on me.
Somehow I'm not so sure that I can.
Zavid just wants to fit in. Oh, we got another skit. Okay, let's see this.
I know this is real sudden, but there's something I want to ask y'all so I can fit in a little better. Tell me your weaknesses.
Why would we tell you something like that?
Hey now, that's cold, Mick boy. I'll tell you mine to make it fair. On days when the temperature is low, I get cold.
Yeah, because you don't wear any clothes.
Oh, I see how it is. You want something juicier? Let me tell you something. If a girl starts crying, there's nothing I won't do for her.
Didn't need to know that, thanks.
You guys are tough customers. Alright, try this one on for size. I'm strong against earth, but weak against fire.
We knew that.
That's no good either? Well then here's a juicy tidbit that'll rock your world. As far as I can tell, from the waist up, Lila is...
This isn't even about weaknesses anymore.
Looks like you're fitting in just fine, I'd say.
Alright. Oh, we got another one. Okay, let's keep seeing this.
Hey Zavid, I want to ask you about something you mentioned.
Oh, Is this your response to my love confession?
Don't try and weasel your way out of this. You said there was something you had to settle with my brother.
That's all there is to it, really. There's just something between us we need to settle.
And that something is?
I told him Please, let me marry your little sister. And he punched me.
Don't lie.
Oh, come on. He'd totally do something like that.
Fine. Don't tell me then.
No wonder he's worried about her all the time.
So what's this really about?
Did Edna's brother ask a favor from you or something like that?
Who wants to know?
Does it have something to do with the oath?
Nah, it's not that big of a deal. But even so, a promise between men is just as sacred.
And yet another one. Okay, so this oath that Lila keeps mentioning, this oath has to be between the shepherd and the seraph that traveled with the shepherd. So that means either it's an oath just for the seraph, or it has to be an oath that seraphim share with the shepherd and the previous shepherds before that. It has to be. And I want to know what it is. Let's hear another skit here. Watch over him. Watch over by the seraphim. Oh. Oh.
It all might be too much for mere humans to bear.
I shouldn't have taken them along. Oh, it's so useless to say that now.
They could have stayed home in their rooms if they didn't want to deal with it. They went out of their own accord.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them expect or want anyone to take responsibility for their being dragged into this.
Both of them seem so used to living with the seraphim. Wonder if they were always like this.
Sorey and I were raised together ever since we were just babies.
There was a time when you were a baby?
That's rude.
My bad, my bad. I'm sure you were a sweet, well-behaved little guy back in your day.
Too bad I'm not like that anymore, huh?
Wow, we got skits after skits after skits. We might as well just keep doing skits the entire time then. Catalyst Crash Course, alright.
You know, there's something I've been wondering.
Yeah, what?
You're an Earth Seraph, right? So why do you use an umbrella for a weapon? Isn't that more like a water element?
I guess I can tell you. Ready to have your mind blown? I'm using it precisely because I'm an Earth Seraph.
Huh?
You know about the dominant relationships among the elements. Earth, water, fire, and wind, right? Earth is stronger than water. Meaning that especially when using seraphic arts, you can increase your mana output by using the subordinate element as a catalyst.
What?
Just to let you know, Lila has been using wind-imbued paper, and DEZEL's pendulum has been using earth and minerals as their catalysts. The staff that you've been using is fundamentally an earth element. You'd have to be a complete idiot for using something like that as a water seraph, is what I'd like to say, but I'll hold back.
But you did just say it!
Well, if you've been using it as a way to train yourself, or a way to incorporate physical attacks on top of seraphic arts, then you're not doing it completely wrong, at least. The longer you live, the easier it is for you to choose to do what takes the least amount of effort. But if you really aren't satisfied and want to grow stronger, then you're just going to have to do things the hard way if you want to go beyond whatever ability you were born with.
Huh.
Anyways, you've been using your staff without knowing what it's for. Good job, dummy.
Ugh.
Well, at least Mikleo's been getting stronger, I hope. What level are you, Mikleo, right now? You're level 35. He's been keeping up pretty well. His experience is down compared to everybody else, which I guess makes sense for now, why his experience is lower than everybody else's. It's probably because I use him less. I probably should have used him a lot more, but... oh well, I can't really do much about it at this point, can I? What can we do here? I guess I should probably just go ahead and maybe just wrap up right around here. This is a pretty good time for us to end right here, I think. Yeah, we could probably just end right here, and I come back to the basin later on. A lot of events already happened so far, and I could probably just render out whatever I recorded here. Nevertheless, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Holy crap, things are getting kind of very, very interesting, that's for certain. Nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and end right here. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. My name is Samuel. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. See ya. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Samuel. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello, ladies. How's it going? Breasts as a treasure thing that. I kind of want to say you could dress better.